Hi there, this is Elena Acosta, your favorite realtor, and welcome into another episode of Understanding Real Estate in California. Here, we simplify real estate and empower you to make smart moves in the market. So today we're diving into a topic that often is misunderstood, but it can be full of opportunities. So either if you're an investor, a first home buyer, or a house flipper, this video is for you. So let's start with the basics. What is the probate process? Probate is a legal process that kicks in when someone passes away and has property to be inherited. In California, this happens whether they left a will or not. Probate properties can be great deals, but they often need a little luck. Think of them as hidden gems waiting to be polished. So, there are two types of probate sales, one with full authority and the other with limited authority. Let's break them down so you know what to expect. So, limited authority, full authority, what is that? So we're talking about whether the administrator, executor, or in this case the seller, has certain amount of authority to make decisions. So in this case, the full authority, it tends to move quicker because you don't need court confirmation to close escrow and you don't need to reach a minimum of the appraised value of the property, which is very different than the limited authority. So in a probate sale with full authority, the process will go like this. The administrator or whoever is in charge is gonna list the property. It doesn't need to, but let's say it will. You make an offer and then the attorney or the administrator needs to file something called a notice of proposed action. And they are gonna send it to the heirs. And after 15 days, if nobody made an objection, you can close escrow. Simple as that. Pretty easy, right? So another thing about the full authority is that you need to put a deposit, but it can be as little as 3%, and it's pretty straightforward. So cases with limited authority, everything tends to be a bit more involved. Here's why. So the sale price must be at least 90% of the appraised value. Then a notice is published in a local newspaper and the property may go to auction in court. And the deposit jumps to 10% of the sale price and there's a court confirmation hearing for it. At the hearing, other bidders can compete. If you're the original buyer, be ready for this twist. If no one outbids you, the sale is yours, but either way, you'll need a court order to close escrow. So having a property that is in probate with an administrator that has limited authority may sound a little bit more difficult, maybe not as appealing as full authority, but that doesn't mean that it's impossible. You just gotta be prepared for that auction and gotta be prepared that if you don't wanna outbid other bidders, you may not get the property, right? But also to be prepared that maybe no one's gonna show up and you get the property at the end. So, key questions you need to ask yourself before putting an offer on a property that's subject to probate. Does the administrator have full or limited authority? Has the property been appraised yet? And a very important one, is the administrator working with an attorney or going solo? These answers will help you navigate the process with confidence. So if you want to dive even deeper into probate sales, I've got you covered. I've written a blog post that explains in greater detail the whole process from court confirmation to appraisals. So be sure to check it out. That's in the description below of this video. Check it out after you finish watching, of course. So probate sales can feel complex, but they are often worth the effort. And with the right guidance, an experienced real estate agent who knows the probate process, you can turn these properties into amazing investments. So thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, or even ring the bell so you don't miss any updates. And if you have any other questions about probate sales, or real estate in general, drop them in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you and good luck with your house hunting. This is Elena Acosta, your favorite real estate agent.